Welcome back into Rise Radio. This is not your average episode here on Rise Radio. This episode is actually part of a 5-part challenge that went down last week inside the portal, which is my free community over on Telegram. So the feedback that I received from this live event was mind-blowing, so good. And so I decided to share it with you here on the podcast. Saying that, like I said, it is a 5-part challenge. Each lesson builds upon the last. So make sure that you are listening to them in order. There's a couple bonus episodes or lessons in the mix as well. So I hope you enjoy this. I would love to hear how it lands for you. You can leave comments here. You can message me over on Instagram at the Jocelyn Dawn. And of course, come and join us inside the portal over on Telegram for free. And so you can get in on more free events like this and join into my insane community of visionary women building incredible lives. Okay, the link is in the show notes. I'm so excited you're here. Now let's get into this fun challenge called The Shift. See you on the other side. Day 1 of The Shift. Welcome in. We are all about awareness today because without awareness, nothing changes. Nothing changes without awareness. We can't fix it if we don't know there's something to fix. So let's start there. Before we do, I'm going to give you the quick download, the down low of the itinerary for this week. All right. Today, I'm going to dropping a transmission, a voice note, a lesson, whatever the fuck we want to call it, in here for today. Tomorrow, we have a live lesson. Okay. 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tomorrow, the day after, and the day after. So there is 3 parts to this live experience. They're going to be about an hour each, and each of them has a topic: spirit, mind, and body. Okay, so we are taking the shift, this identity upgrade through the mind, the body, the spirit, the mind, and the body. Okay, over these 5 days together. All right, so you will see everything you need inside this group chat. The link to register is here so that you can join us live for the calls. And like I mentioned, you can unlock a bonus 30-minute mentorship call with me. All right, we can go through, you guide the conversation. Whatever you want to talk about, wherever you believe you are, wherever you want to go, let's talk about it. Let's get deep into it. Let's extract the gold from within it, because there's gold there and I can support you. Okay, so all you need to do to get that 30-minute bonus call is to register for the free event. The link is above this voice note. All right. If you feel called to upgrade to VIP, closer proximity with me, actual conversations with me inside our VIP mini mind, we have a separate chat group. Upgrade to VIP. Okay, this is closer proximity. This is mastermind vibes. It's not just me on a 30-minute call with you. You have me for 5 days. Actually, didn't we just decide that it was 7 days? It was 2 bonus days at the end for integration. Me for 7 days, and not just me, the whole group of everyone else inside the VIP mini mind. All right. Masterminding is next level because it's not just one person's mind. It's the collective. It's the group, the mind of the group that gets to come together and bring all of our masterminds together to bring new light, awareness into the situation for every single one of us. So it is next level. And if you feel called to that VIP experience and you're claiming today, right here and now, that you are ready for the VIP shift, the upgrade in your identity, just
taking that first step is a signal. And remember that we are always sending out signals. By saying no to something that you want, what signal are you sending out? If you feel in your soul, yes, I am the VIP. I am ready for the upgrade. I am ready, like I've been saying this week, I am ready for the point of no return. The point of no return means that you burn the bridges. And honestly, an $88 investment for most people is not a burn the bridge situation. But if you can add that intention into that and say and declare to yourself, to the ethers, to the fucking universe, God, source, creator, whatever, this is the point of no return. I have decided I am a VIP. I am upgrading in this way. And you choose that option, you're sending out that signal. You will, by law, by default, begin to shift and upgrade just through that simple move, that simple action. Because we know that's what you would do, right? So if you're called to join us in the VIP upgrade, you can grab the link from above as well. It's $88. All right. So awareness. You probably listened to the conversation on the war on happy people. And it's so funny because, I mean, it's so true, right? It's so true. And so what I want you to do today is to build awareness. What does that mean? I want you to imagine you already are there. You're already where you've been wanting to be. That dream life, that dream experience, whatever it is that you have been calling in, that experience, that fame, that wealth, that freedom, that connection, that relationship, whatever it is you've been calling in, dreaming of, desiring, I want you to imagine yourself already there. Just for a second here. You can do it right now, right? How does it feel? How do you feel when you're already there? How do you move as that version of you who already has that experience? It's pretty fucking different than how you've been moving up until now, right? There's a separation. What is that separation? Your identity, who you've been believing you are. Okay? Because your standards, the way you move, the way you step into a room, the way you present yourself, the way you pitch yourself, the way you show up online, the way you fucking shop for your groceries in the grocery store, the way you drive your motherfucking car down the road. You get the picture. You know what I'm talking about. Because you've had people walk by you and you're like, who the fuck is she? I want to know her. I want her energy. It doesn't even matter necessarily what she's wearing, but most of the time, what she's wearing amplifies her energy. I have clients who tell me all the time, because I help you become the best of yourself. That is what a quantum leap is. That is what manifestation is. It's becoming the best of yourself. Your own unique essence, the purity of who you are, standing tall in your truth, letting go of anything and everything that's blocking you, stopping you, slowing you down in any way, burning it to the ground. That's what we're going to be doing here for these 5 days. But I have clients who come to me and say, oh, it's okay. I'm comfortable, And I see them, the way they dress, the way they show up on calls, the way they care for themselves, the way they go out in public, the words that they choose to use in their posts, in their social media content. I see them and I'm like, oh girl, I see you hiding. But what happens is they come and they tell me I've upgraded what I wear. The girls inside Blissiplined, inside the Expand membership, oh my gosh, our last call was absolutely incredible. They both were like, yeah, I went shopping. I did not tell them to go shopping. They intuitively went shopping and they're like, I now have this wardrobe that makes me feel like $1 million. Okay, what happens when we feel like $1 million? The world fucking responds. I've said this before, but I'll say it all the time. I'll die on this hill. I always dress as if I'm going somewhere. Always. Sometimes I don't even leave the house. Why? Because it makes me feel good. What happens when I feel good? I attract good. I attract differently. My signal is different. All right. So awareness is discovering that there's a gap. Holy shit, there's a gap between where I've been believing I am and where I believe that I want to go. There is a gap. This is the awareness. This is the work for today. Everything we will be doing together over these 5 days or 7 days, if you are in the VIP, has a linear progression to it. Everything has a linear progression. It's very organized. Another piece of awareness that you are going to work on today is you're going to become aware of your reality. You're going to become aware of your surroundings and the way that you have been existing in those said surroundings. Okay, organization does not have only one definition. What I mean by that is my understanding of organization, my level of organization, my what do I want to say? Like my definition of organization can be different than yours. But you must find your organization in your 3D world. Why? You've heard me say heaven's first law, right? Organization is heaven's first law. I don't even know what that means, honestly. I don't even know who made that up. Here's what I know to be true about organization, is that it's soothing for the fucking nervous system. Right? Let's just be real. We cannot exist in a chaotic state and be calm and cool and collected in our sympathetic nervous system. Thinking, dreaming, working in peace. That is the truth. So, today you're going to become aware of the actual things in your life that are unorganized and feel chaotic and stressful. And you're going to actually iron them the fuck out. You're going to iron them out. You're going to get organized. Remember what I said. Organization has no one definition. You're going to get organized to your liking, to the point where you feel soothed and calm and grounded and clear, so that you can think. You don't feel overwhelmed. Clear the clutter. Awareness. This is what we're doing. We're building awareness. Maybe before this conversation, you're like, I am pretty organized. And then you go out and you look around and you're like, actually, like this drawer makes me feel like I can't even fucking breathe, right? It can be the littlest things that are throwing you off. This might require you to have conversations with other people. Hey, listen, I find it really overwhelming when I have to pick up your fucking socks and shorts off the floor every day. I love you, but can you please help me out? Simple. You missed the laundry basket by 1.5 feet. Help me out here. Thanks. All right. We can have those conversations without needing to belittle the other person either, right? We can help our children. I had this conversation yesterday with a colleague, a new partner in another company, where she was like, or I actually had to bring to her attention the importance of organization when it comes to children. It's so important. It's so important. When we are in a learning environment, and the learning environment is full of clutter and dirt and grime and stinks and dog hair everywhere, how is our experience? Not very effective, right? So just like those children who are learning, right? If you have children yourself, or if you're around children sometimes, you can observe this. When you have clutter, for example, we have this little shelf that has some games on it. When the game shelf is like a pile of rubbish, like all the games are like all scattered and they're like a pile and nothing, nothing's together. Nobody plays with that shit. Not a chance. They look at that, even I look at that and I'm like, that makes me like not be able to breathe a little bit, Okay, no one's going to play with that. Similarly, as if, in the other terms, if that shelf is nicely organized, the clutter is taken out, there's maybe only 3 games instead of 10. Okay, the chance of a child feeling called to go and play with something is so much higher. And they do so in a different way. I observe children all day long. Trust me, I'm with them all day long. I've observed children in the learning environment many times, and I've played with this a lot. Montessori concept is organization is key, right? Everything is organized. Everything has a place. Everything has a place. So that when the child is playing with the thing, they know how to put it back and where it goes. If there is no place to put it back, if there is no sense of organization to begin with, there is no almost standard of organization. There's no clarity upon where to put the thing or how to put the thing back. Okay, so anyway, awareness. What else can we become aware of? Our words, our wands, right? Our words, the words we choose to use, show us the subconscious beliefs. The subconscious beliefs, it's kind of like the folder, right? The collection, the scrapbook of fucking memories that we have collected over our entire lifetime. Those memories, those beliefs maybe that we've been told, whether we're good or not good enough, right? Those beliefs that money doesn't grow in trees and success is really fucking hard work. What else? What other beliefs we got going on in there? What other stories have we been told and that we are still carrying potentially? Okay, our words can actually show us what's in the subconscious mind. Okay, for example, we go grocery shopping with our daughter. We're there and she's like, "Oh, Mom, can I get this?" I'm like, "No, that's too expensive." Ooh, okay. That is your perception of what, it's all relative. Money is relative, an amount is relative. But the fact that you stated that out loud shows us that there is lack in the subconscious. And only you can become aware of that. Our words are our wands. I would never, ever say something is expensive. I avoid that word with all costs. If I'm trying to explain something, people come to me through my Your Costa Rica Connection company and say, "Oh, Costa Rica is expensive." I'm like, it's relative. What is expensive? What is inexpensive? And also, is it an opportunity to get more creative, or are we existing through lack? Anyway, watching your words. Words is a big one. It's going to bring a lot of awareness as to what is in your subconscious beliefs, what you have been believing. And from those beliefs, remember, Bob Proctor calls this your paradigm, your program. It's like your motherboard for your computer. It's time for an upgrade. That's why you're in here, right? So when we can become aware of those beliefs that are inside the subconscious mind, we get to choose. Are we going to continue to give them free rent, or are we going to kick their ass out? Okay, bless them, release them, heal from them, because we are the only ones that get to choose when we're healed. Doesn't matter how much therapy you do, how many times you drink ayahuasca. It's not until you decide I'm fucking healed that it actually changes. But the really cool thing is that you can decide that at any moment. And if you decide and believe that I can change a belief in like that, in a moment's notice, in a millisecond, that can be your reality. Are you willing to believe that and accept that as truth? Because it's possible. It is so possible. I believe it with every cell in my body. I can change my beliefs in a second. So why, if that can be our reality, why would we continue to exist through old information? Wow, right? So good. So I, just before this voice note here, just before coming in here, I just finished a hypnotherapy session with Ricky, who's actually in here. She's a hypnotherapist. Spectacular. So cool. And coming on the other side, I know more than ever now, more than ever before, that I get to choose. When I've healed, I get to choose what I believe. I get to choose who I am. You get to choose who you are. So it's all through building this awareness and this understanding that, holy shit, it's on me. Okay, I upgrade my identity all the time, but there has been specific moments in my life where I call it a quantum leap. Okay, a quantum leap is a massive upgrade in identity that results in a massive shift in your results in your 3D physical world. That's what a quantum leap is. And specifically, there's one moment I talk about all the time when I went from believing that I was struggling, living in lack and limitation, a victim to my circumstances, a single mom living in government housing, waiting for one day when things will shift and I'll be able to show my babies the world like I always wanted to. Waiting for one day where my business will grow. Waiting for one day that I can actually do something different. Right? There were times when I couldn't even put milk in the fridge for my kids. What happened for me to be able to go from that to living on the beach in Costa Rica, meeting my dream guy, creating my dream family, continuing to create my dream reality, founding my own coaching academy, and multiple other companies that at this point in time are still babies. What happened? I fucking upgraded my identity, who I believed I was. I decided that my results no longer owned me. I became aware. I became aware of my results. And I became aware that there was something that I could change. Holy shit. My mind was blown. Once I realized that I didn't need to wait anymore, that I didn't need to continue to relive parts of my childhood. I was raised by a single mom. Struggle was my fucking experience growing up. Lack, limitation, abuse, hardship. Right? Be quiet. You don't matter. It doesn't make sense. You're a burden. You're a roommate. Oof. All of that stuff, that information, that's all it is, that I had been carrying with me and had been living through for decades. I decided it no longer owns me. And I'm going to tell you straight up, right here, where I am right now, there is always more to become aware of. Absolutely. There's always more to release. There's always more to shift, to shed, right? I am constantly healing. I'm constantly upgrading, like I said. Does that mean that I'm constantly working on one thing?
And I'm like telling myself that, one day I'm going to let this go. One day I'm going to be healed from this. One day this isn't going to own me anymore. No, it's constantly becoming aware of new opportunities to fucking heal and then healing them. Holy shit, the hypnotherapy session today shined a big light on some other things that I had been avoiding. That's the word I'm going to use. There's been a lot of healing over my life, but now I believe that I can heal like that, and I get to choose when I'm ready to heal. All right, so awareness is the first step in changing anything and everything. Awareness, how you speak, how you move, the relationships you say yes to. And by saying, I don't know, or saying one day this will change, you're still saying yes to it. Okay. By saying, I don't know how, I don't know, I'm not sure, I'm not ready yet, you're still saying yes to no. Does that make sense? You're still telling the universe, no, I don't want it. Over these 5 days, we're going to actually shift into, I am fucking ready, and it's here. But first, we must become aware. Right? So, that is your work for today. Tomorrow, we have a live lesson. We're going to focus on spirit tomorrow, our true potential. But in order to realize that we are truly limitless beings, we must build awareness that our 3D results, circumstances, situation right now is not our truth. It is not true. It is a physical manifestation or representation of our past thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It does not own you. It did not happen to you. It happened for you. It is not your fault in any way, shape, or form. It is a blessing, a gift, wherever you are right now, whether it be dire and limited or feeling hard in any way, or whether it be pretty fucking awesome, but you're here for more. There's always more available. It doesn't need to be hard. It doesn't need to take a lot of work. It doesn't even need to take a lot of effort. Okay, this is going to be a journey of transformation, a journey of remembering your truth, your power within. This is the shift, the 5-day identity upgrade challenge. Okay, I will write out your integration or embodiment homework for today. Awareness, awareness, awareness. Study your 3D world. Study yourself, your habits, your thoughts, your choices, your results, because they all show us what's inside the subconscious mind. They all show us what we believe is true. And remember, I didn't go through that massive jump in consciousness, in my identity, through hard work and struggle. I built awareness and realized that I could change it. And I decided on where I was going. And I decided that it was already there. I was already there. It was already here. So fun, right? Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. All the information will be in this chat. Register for the event if you have not already, because remember, you unlock that call. You also get access to the live lessons, which are, it's so beneficial if you can get on live. You can get into the conversation. So good. I'm so grateful that you are here. I'm so excited for this journey together over these 5 days. This massive, like I said, this just upgrade. I am essentially leading you through the recipe for a quantum fucking leap in your conscious awareness. And that could lead to a massive leap in your results in your 3D physical world. Okay. So let me know. Give me a heart or a lightning bolt on this audio here, if you're listening and you're feeling alive and you're feeling fucking ready to rock, ready to roll, ready to upgrade. And I will see you tomorrow on our live lesson.